Cobra Kai.
Kidding.
Bonsai! I'm the Cobra Kai kid, and one of the most controversial characters amongst fans is Samantha LaRusso. Played by actress Mary Mouser, Samantha is the daughter of Daniel LaRusso and one of the main characters on Cobra Kai. She's interacted with a lot of the other characters, and she's had a huge effect on the plot from seasons 1 to 4. Now, a lot of people consider Sam as one of the worst characters on Cobra Kai. They say that her actions are villainous and that she's not a good person. People say she's manipulative, condescending, and other adjectives I can't really say. However, I'm one of those people who really doesn't get all the Samantha hate. Ever since I watched Cobra Kai, I never had a problem with the character of Samantha, and from seasons 1 up until 4, I still haven't had a problem with her character. In fact, I think her character gets better as the show goes on. A lot of people say that Samantha LaRusso is responsible for every problem in Cobra Kai, which is entirely not the case. There are so many other characters that instigate all these problems, but meanwhile, all the hate is going to Samantha. And in this video, I want to break it all down and discuss why Samantha LaRusso is a good character and a good person. But before we get into it, a couple disclaimers. For one, I'm not going to defend all of Samantha's actions, and you'll see that in this video. Some of her actions are questionable, and we will discuss that. And number two, whether you like Samantha or whether you don't like Samantha, I am perfectly cool with it, and everyone who is watching this video should be cool with that. Ultimately, we're all in the same boat. We're all fans of the show, so there's no reason to go after each other because of our opinions. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. And we start with Season 1, Episode 1, Ace Degenerate. The first time we see Sam is when her, Moon, and Yasmin accidentally hit Johnny's car. This is because Yasmin was on her phone texting, and Sam, being the good person that she is, tells Yasmin that she shouldn't have been texting while driving. And the first thing that Sam does when they get into the accident is suggest that they have to call the police, which is the right thing to do, and they probably would have done this if Johnny wasn't acting like a total lunatic. I mean, who was gonna open that door for him? He looked like he was gonna kill those girls, so I don't blame them for driving away when he was that angry. In Season 1, Episode 2, Strike First, Sam invites a bunch of her friends over to her house for a pool party that her parents are not aware of. Now, obviously, she should have told her parents that she was having this party, inviting her friends over, but she's really not doing anything that bad. She's a teenager, she has all these new friends. Yasmin is the one who probably peer pressured her into throwing this party, and they're really not doing anything that bad. They're just having some fun. Sure, maybe they have a couple drinks out, but everything seems pretty harmless here. We then see Sam FaceTiming Moon and Yasmin, where she admits that she feels guilty for driving away after hitting Johnny's car. Even though she wasn't the one driving in that situation, she still has remorse, and she knew that they didn't do the right thing, and people make mistakes, and it's the fact that she noticed she made this mistake and the fact that she regrets it, and probably if it were to happen again, she wouldn't do the same thing. Next, we have Samantha at the cafeteria with her friends. We know that Sam is trying to fit in and find her place, which is primarily what high school is all about, is finding who you are and finding what people you want to hang out with. And she's hanging out with Yasmin and Moon because they're the popular girls, and Sam wants to be popular. I mean, who didn't back in high school? Now, throughout the first half of Season 1, Sam is blinded by the idea of trying to be popular because she is hanging out with Yasmin and Moon, who aren't really the nicest people at the time and the people that she should be hanging out with. They're not good influences. For the most part, Sam is a bystander to Yasmin and her bullying, but the fact that Sam never goes along with it shows a lot about her character. She had to build up the courage to stand up to Yasmin, but she never became a bully herself. She was actually always trying to make everyone feel included and do the right thing. But when Yasmin would make fun of Aisha or make fun of Hawk, Sam was always against that. When Yasmin says that Eli is wearing the ugliest sweater she's ever seen, Sam has a fake laugh. She's very uncomfortable in this situation, as you can tell. Mary Mouser did a great job in this scene, and she says, "That is so wrong." She's putting on this fake laugh laugh so that she can blend in with both Moon and Yasmin, who are also laughing because she doesn't want to be ostracized from the group. She wants to fit in, but at the same time, she disagrees with Yasmin. She would never be that cruel or say something that bad, and she doesn't like the fact that Yasmin said it, but once again, she's not going to stand up to Yasmin yet because she's still trying to be popular, and it's not until midway into the season, which we'll get to, where she figures out that she's going to be true to who she is and that she doesn't need to hang around bullies in order to be popular herself. That doesn't matter. What matters is that she always maintains her integrity and her good heart, and she never strays away from that. Even when Yasmin is making fun of Aisha, saying that she looks like she ate a picnic table, Samantha doesn't even laugh. You can see she's very uncomfortable by her expression. Her arms are crossed, and she looks at Aisha and gives her a friendly smile, which I think is very nice. In season 1, episode 3, Eskeleto, Aisha approaches Sam at the cafeteria and suggests that for Halloween, they can be sodium and chloride. Sam tells Aisha that her, Moon, and Yasmin are actually going to be Laker girls, and she suggests that they could get another one so Aisha could join them. Yasmin makes a very mean comment about the costume being a one-size-fits-all, and Sam doesn't say anything to defend Aisha in this situation because she's afraid that if she does, she's gonna lose her friends in Yasmin and Moon. Now, obviously, that's not an excuse. Samantha should have defended Aisha if Aisha was truly her friend, and she knows that what Yasmin said was wrong, so she should have stood up for Aisha, but she didn't. Right now, this is a flaw on Samantha's part, and we'll see as the show goes on, she grows from this. Samantha's being a bystander. She's not doing the right thing. It doesn't make her a bad person. She just has to learn the lesson of sometimes it's important to do the right thing, even if it might not help you in the end. At the Halloween dance, we see Sam hanging out with her group, Yasmin, Moon, Kyler, Brooks, but when she sees Aisha, she decides to go over and compliment her on her costume and be really nice to her, and even suggest that they should hang out soon. Just because Yasmin doesn't like Aisha, it doesn't mean that Sam is going to stop being friends with her, and Sam wants to make everyone feel included. She saw that Aisha was alone, and being the kind person she is, she went up to her and spoke to her like a true friend. When Yasmin posted the video meme of Aisha being the Cheeto pig, Sam was not laughing, while everyone else at that dance was on their phones, pointing and laughing at Aisha. Sam was shocked. You could see that she did not find the situation funny at all, and she feels terrible for Aisha. You could tell she's processing it all, and she has no idea what to do in that situation, and she just gives Yasmin the most dirty look. In season 1, episode 4, Cobra Kai Never Dies, we see Samantha waiting at Aisha's locker because she wants to talk to her. Samantha tries to ask Aisha how she's feeling and tell her that everyone's gonna forget about this, but Aisha is obviously upset about the whole situation. Sam is trying to make the effort to be Aisha's friend and support her despite what Yasmin did, but you can tell that Aisha is upset at the fact that Sam is still hanging out with a person like Yasmin, the person who's doing this to her. But even though Aisha's upset, Samantha's intentions in this scene are true. She really wants Aisha to be okay, and she feels terrible for her. We then see Kyler and Brooks bullying Eli, Miguel, and Dimitri at the library, and when Samantha sees this, she's heartbroken. And when Sam and Kyler go to the movie theater, she is obviously upset, and she ends things with Kyler because she knows that she's not gonna date a bully. In Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 5, Counterbalance, we find out that Kyler has been spreading lies about Samantha LaRusso, and now everyone hates her. Yasmin, Moon, and even Aisha. This was Sam's fear and the whole reason why she never stood up for Aisha, because she was afraid that if she did, then she would be ostracized by everybody, and now we can see that coming into effect. Because she stood up to Kyler, who was a bully, now Kyler has gone on to spread all these nasty rumors about her, and everyone hates her. Both Moon and Yasmin have been ignoring all of her texts. They went to a concert without her. They wouldn't let her sit with them at lunch, and then you have Kyler calling out Sam in front of the whole school. Sam never did anything bad. All she did was break up with Kyler because he was a bully. Sam never did anything wrong, and she's still being treated like garbage. The whole time she's just trying to do the right thing, but because of Kyler's rumors, now the whole school is against her. Even Aisha goes on to bully Sam, even though Sam was never cruel to Aisha herself. So we'll continue to talk about Sam in a part 2 I'll make to this video. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Let me know in the comments below if you are a fan of the character of Samantha LaRusso, if you think she is a nice person, if you think she's this evil character, and what you thought about my thoughts about the character. Make sure to subscribe to Cobra Kai Kid and turn on all notifications to never miss a new video. Hit that like button and share the video with your fellow Cobras and Miyagi-Dos. I'll see you all next time on Cobra Kai Kid, and until then remember, Cobra Kai never dies.